Check, check. How about now? Audio now? Check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check, 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 check. There we go. There we go. Alicia said yeah. Stupid computers. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. Twin Flex, everybody else says it's coming in. We're good now. Missed you guys this morning. I'm so sorry. So nobody heard anything I said. Watch VWAP here, guys. I had those calls earlier I took because of this 1 hour oversold. It's a little easier to see on TradingView. Right here. You see this? I play this a lot. If I can catch a 1 hour oversold, it's going to pop some. I got kicked, re-entered, tried to post on Discord, and it has wrecked me all morning, flagging every message that I put on. Like every fifth or sixth message will go through, and that's it. I don't know what's up with it. Check. If you got an echo, man, what the hell? Guys, if you go to Discord, don't come down here and hit this play button. Click the link and go. Let it go to YouTube. Let it take you out to YouTube, okay? For some reason, it wants to like play it 2 times when you do this, and it makes an echo. So just click this top link or this link right here. It'll take you out to YouTube, and that's usually the issue. Is everybody else's audio good? So like I said, man, I couldn't signal nothing all morning. I got those 1 calls. Tried to play it here for, was it here? It was right in here. I got wicked down and stopped, got back in. Tried to post on Discord and it wouldn't let me. So that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. I ran 60% on it. I use the desktop, Tim. Thanks, Alicia. Yeah, hit the like button for me, guys. I'm sorry I had a doctor appointment this morning. I even tried to post I had a doctor appointment this morning like 10 times, and it wouldn't let me. So, really, we're up against VWAP here, guys. Short term, going into 5 minute. I like watching RSI continue to make new highs also, to keep pushing it. If this doesn't get above 58 on the RSI, I wouldn't be interested. And I want to see it start clearing VWAP. You know, early entry is right now bouncing off the 9 EMA. Right now it could pull another one of these. I tried this one earlier and got wicked out. We can get across. We can start crossing VWAP here. It's a early entry with higher risk. 30 minute. I'd like to see this RSI stay over that signal line right here and climb. And it's looking like the MACD wants to give us a signal crossover on the 30 minute. So this is possible. It's a possible play. If anybody gets interested, right here's your probably right here's your entry for calls, and you could run them to 583.20. It's a little risk on. I ain't gonna say it's for sure thing, but it's a little risk on. Just try to help give some guidance here. I took one. I'm not going heavy on nothing on the afternoon. Yeah, Alicia, keep an eye next time you find the when I go searching for this right here a lot, and often it leads to a good pop. And really, if you took it and held it when I called it earlier, I ran 60% on it. It was a great call. I would say back here, just like right up here, oversold or overbought on the 1 hour. It's gonna have a drop. It's gonna have a cool off. I love running that play. I run it on crypto a lot too. It ain't always super cut and dry, but something's coming. It might take an extra day, so that's why I went out another day. There you go, guys. Anybody in these scalping them? I'm up 9%. John, yeah, you can. There's still a little time. If you want to scalp 0 DTE, you can. There you go. Don't expect big moves, guys. You get 15, 20%, move that stop loss up, take it. So far, the 5 minutes crossing the zero line, so that's a little bullish. RSI is flattening, so you might get a red candle here. I don't know. Boom, there you go. 18%. It's 29% on mine. It was a quick little move. There, I'm out. Kick me. I bought a really cheap one, though. I'll use 5 minutes a lot still. I'm just used to looking at it to scalp with. The top of this move was right here, 583.20. That was the top of my target. Yeah, I just see this range right here. See that range, guys? Like, to me, the safer call is waiting to clear 583.20. That's a safer bet. But right now it's early entry for a run back to high of day if we was to get that. 30-minute. It's trying to come up some. This is still a weak move, though. Even on the 30-minute, we're only at 40 on the RSI. So it's a weak move. It's a weaker move. Even though we're moving that direction some, it's a weaker move. There you go. Anybody still in these? It was quick. My cat's back here going crazy. Ace, I do most of mine on Coinbase. And I just got on Blowfin so I can start shorting crypto some. Still trying to figure out how to fund it. I've just sent a couple. There you go, M Moritz, 30%. Move your stops up, guys. Just don't be trying no 100%ers. Don't, these are weak moves. 5 minutes cooking. 30 minutes still weak. Let's get a 15. 15's moving up still, but we're not even to 50 yet on the RSI. You could just get this move back up here to 583.20. Was kind of what I was eyeballing. Yep, take it. Yeah, Ace. I've got. I really want to get Blowfin going, where I can go short on crypto some. Wow, man, I miss Suey today. Freaking crap. I was watching that too. Watching that hardcore on the daily. It came down and didn't cross under. Shot back up. So now I would want to see daily RSI push over. See how it kind of got bearish divergence, guys? Upward price action, downward momentum. See that? Because I took a super cheap one, Bernard. I took like a 584 today's expiration. So the percentage moved higher, but the dollar amount wasn't much. But I could take, a handful of them, 5 or 10 of them, and scalp 50 to $60 at a pop, $100, sometimes. You could take one really close to in the money. The percentage won't move as much, but the dollar amount probably come out about the same. ER, you welcome, man. I tried to get back earlier, just couldn't. We got a snowstorm coming. I had to go to the grocery store and do all that crap too, and get propane, and probably be locked down. So I'll probably stream tonight and hang out. We could chart some. Yeah, hang out, do whatever y'all want to. German pound cake. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Yeah. Let's see if you make another high right here. See your RSI starting to flatten on the 15. Wouldn't be surprised if that is the move. That's why I would take those there. If this RSI doesn't continue, that could be all of it. Not being over 50, it's not enough pressure to keep it going up a whole lot more. Drac, we ran a quick scalp call. This is all we've done so far. We got over this 9 and then started clearing VWAP and took a quick play. That's it. That's it so far. Yeah, Ace, as far as I'm watching the SPY still, guys. As far as scalping on crypto, the best ones. Oh man, I wish I would have been home. It's so hard to just trade on the phone. Missed this whole move. What did the 1 hour get to? What the crap just happened? How did that happen? Okay, I don't like that. To reset my chart. Thanks, Alicia. Good to see you. Thank you as always. What's up, Ebony? Okay, Ebony, I'll answer your question. I was just trying to show you guys on SUI on the 1 hour. Let's see here. When I can catch, Josh will use 15 a lot. When I can catch these big V-shaped dip right here on the RSI, and Weeble's MACD will start showing. See how the MACD starts shading in lighter as negative pressure comes back. So right down in here was a really good spot. This oversold. You had to wait. You had to wait for that pop. Right here was your next dip on the 1 hour. It was at 33 on the RSI. I had been watching the daily mostly as of late, and the best one I caught was this one right here. This MACD came down almost to the zero line and flattened out. This took a few days, and I caught this move over 2 days course. I didn't get all of it, but I got most of it. Now, I missed this one, and I should have saw where this signal line couldn't cross over by much, and then it just popped right back up. These are good indicators on the RSI. The 30 and the 1 hour is really good for when you can catch it oversold, or you can catch it the RSI bottoming out and reversing. This is a really good example right here. That was a 1 hour. These 3 candles. So it was a 3 hour move from 450 to 487. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when if you drop 5K or 10K on it, and this SPY move's still going if anybody's in it. 583.20 was my target. Let's see if we get it. Ebony, you were right. We were under morning market structure taking calls because it was a scalp. And the reason I took this initially was because the RSI was oversold. Same difference as I was just showing you on SUI. So anytime it starts entering below 30, the lower it goes, I try to watch it till it starts flattening and start making a curve on the RSI under 30. It could dip all the way down towards 20. I've seen it do it before on the 1 hour. Right here, it got down to 21 almost. Had like a double bottom on the RSI. And then you got these two big, this was a huge move here from 584.75 up to 5.9. So it was like a 6-point move. See how good those moves are from being oversold. And even the 1 hour coming to 30, if you buy a few days out, often works really nice, like right here. This was a great example. You might have entered at the bottom of this candle and still had a little bit of a down move, but look over the next 3 days what you got from that would have been your entry at 581 back to 599, 20-point move. Hit the like button. Oh man, my camera ain't even on. Sorry guys. Yeah, Ebony, that's Evangel, that's not the stochastic. That's just the standard RSI on TradingView. Yeah, just the standard RSI on TradingView. And that's why I took this call down here. And you see that's been a 578.60 to 582. So if anybody held those when I called them earlier, it's a 4-point move. Yeah, there you go, Jack. There you go. Boom. Is that almost my target right there, guys? Anybody still in these? Time to start taking profits. Trimming. If you got like 5, I'd be trimming 3 or 4 of them right here. This was a killer move, man. 581.50 to almost 583.20. It's a great move. Chris, no problem. Thank you, Shelly. Losing trader. Let's see here. Ace, hopefully I answered that for you. I really like the 1 hour for scalping, and I kind of wait on that RSI to show me reversals on the 1 hour. It's not often super clear. The best time to catch them is under 30, and you may have to wait a couple of days for the pop. Like this one right here was great, but it was January 8th. You got the pop. You got the pop later on January 8th, so it took some hours to get that. But it's gonna give some relief, and you're almost back up into overbought territory on SUI on the 1 hour. Guys, there was my target. We could keep going right here. You're back into morning market. I'm not crazy about it. 5 minutes, a little overheated now. How's the 10 looking? I really want this 9 to continue up and cross over VWAP. And we need to get over 583.20 with the candle. Truthful, would this be a possible early entry on 582 strike put on a put? Well, let's see what the 3 looks like. And I'll say the 3 is overbought. The 5's going to flatten and turn down. It could still drift up a little bit, but it won't surprise me to pull back and test the 9 or test VWAP. But that's why I said this is the top of the move. I said that when we got in 583.20. If it keeps going here, then I need the 30-minute RSI has got to push on up more towards 50. And this MACD's got to come on up and curl. Let's see if 15 has crossed over at a 51. It don't look bad for more upside. It don't look too bad. I can definitely see a retest of the 9 coming, possibly. We are at, I'm on SUI. Let's get a 5 here. Yeah, it may keep going here. We're over value area high. All right, guys, we're still pushing. Anybody still in these? Yeah, I feel you. Hey, Alessandro, no problem, man. Green's green, brother. Thanks, Vincent. Thank you, Thank you, Ace. Man, I'm here for you guys. I'm gonna be here for you. I told you I'm going full time. I'm gonna be here for you. I couldn't be here this morning, and I rushed home so I could get here and be with you this afternoon. Everybody seems to be supporting me, and this is my job now. I need that, so I'm treating you guys like you're my clients and customers. So I'm going to take care of you. There was a doji on the 5, a little indecision. You can see this RSI trying to curl over now on the 5. 1 hour RSI flat. See here. Probably good. That was a great. That made sense to get out. So there you go. What'd we get? Rejection. Tell me I wasn't on the money, guys. Come on. There was rejection there. Now, on the 5-minute, we get rejection at the top of the RSI. We came all the way up to 70 pretty much, so it made sense to get out right there. I don't, with the 15 still being under 50 and we're under the zero line, this isn't super bullish, but the call I made earlier before I got home paid huge. I got kicked on the first one and back in and ran 60% on it if anybody grabbed them and held. It made sense because the 1 hour was oversold on the RSI. What's up, Pats? Yeah, I'm waiting on that snow to get here, man. It's been snowing here. What's up, Graham? Brandon the Hawk Hawkins, 2K in no time. Let's get it. I want 10, man. In and out, $45. Simple home cooking. Simple home cooking and painting. Thank you. And I appreciate you being in here with me a lot. I always recognize you. I recognize most of y'all now. Jack, give me just a minute on a Tesla call today. I'm going to tell you, I don't trade Tesla. I don't care to look at it for you, but I don't trade it. I got burnt so many times on Tesla. It's so volatile, and if you can't leave your stop loss, they're really expensive options for one. Let's look at the 1 hour. From here to here, you're in a Then you got these lows are pretty much with this high. So to me, there you go, 401.30. I'd want to get over 401.30. Or if I was buying calls, I would buy more so down in here. Or I would have wanted to get towards the bottom of this box of this range we're in over the past 3 sessions. Or you catch momentum. You know, what's the daily? No. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it don't look bad. It's really tight right here on the MACD, and you're under the 0 line on the 4 hour. It is crossed above this the signals. As far as price action goes, I hope that helps you. If you wanted to trade that, I would want to start catching momentum and getting over 401.30. That's my opinion. I hope that helps, brother. Let's go back to the SPY here, guys. You know, it's right on our resistance, right in here. Basically the bottom of morning structure and the top of this move. And on the 15, yeah, I'm mixed on it. I want this 1 hour to signal up and this RSI to start turning back upwards before I get too bullish and start getting. You may take off and get to the top of morning structure here. I don't know. I'm not buying it. 5 minutes at 70 on RSI. It's probably going to cool off some. It's snowing on anybody else today where you guys are at? Here it goes. Anybody still holding? Somebody said they were still in. I'm still in one contract, Birvu Silva. Spy Goat. Lisa, welcome. Marie says puts. Not yet. Got a little more room up. Anybody still in? We got this back here. So it's been a good move. Pats, I took my Ace. ODTE can be risky, riskier now. You got to start going. If I was doing 0 DTE, I would, 584 is still okay. You could get 585s, handful of them, but if it's dips one good time, these will be gone. You really got to catch it uptrending now. So I would go out. If I was doing today's, I would get the 584, and if we were doing Mondays, you could go 585, 586. 584s are a little pricey on Mondays right now, but okay. Jack, hope that helps you on Tesla, brother. Yes. Gregory, I'll do 0 DTE. Sometimes I'll do 1 day out. Occasionally, I'll do a week out and let one ride a little bit. That one I did earlier, I think I trimmed it at VWAP, which made sense to me, and it was a great run from down here all the way to VWAP. Nice, Brandon. Evangel, I'm in Virginia. You might as well say I'm in Tennessee or Kentucky, though. I'm all the way down at the bottom of Virginia. Close to Bristol, Johnson City, Tennessee, Bristol, Tennessee, if you've heard of that. About an hour from there. Frank looking for a good entry on SPY. Frank, we had a good entry back here as it crossed VWAP. We retook the 9 down here, and we crossed VWAP here. We took calls right here, playing some momentum, and it worked pretty nice. But right now, if you take calls here, just keep your stop tight, and up here's your target towards the 200 on the 5 minute. That's 585.40. I don't know that we get back up to there, but it's possible. 15 still looking pretty strong. Where's the 30 showing now? Mark and Heather, I'm kind of letting it play out. To me, it's this whole run been pretty strong without a pullback. I mean, it can still go up to right here, which makes sense. That volume profile up there. And I think that if you go back and look, guys, where I've been showing you these volume profiles on the lives, you see why we held down here? See this structure come out and hold us? And now you see this gap while we've rebounded. So getting back to 585 makes sense if we can keep buying pressure on with the RSI right here. And it don't look bad on the 1 hour at all. It's just not real high yet, because if I zoom this out, here's 50. We've not even got back to 50 yet on the RSI. We were just oversold and due for a pop. So I'm not really looking for anything. I would be more inclined to play the downside if we broke the 9. And that don't give much room. It would be a quick scalp back to VWAP. And then we'd have to break VWAP down again to get back to the bottom. That's, to me, a little more smart of a play. It doesn't say that's how it has to be, but I look on a small time frame on the 5, and this RSI's got overcooked. So what happens when we get overcooked? We got to come down. We got to, at least the RSI is going to come down on a smaller time frame. The price may not come down a lot, but it's going to drag it down some. You can see all the volumes down here today. There's your point of control. It makes sense to take puts back down this way. With VWAP being in the way. So if you take puts here, you take like 2 contracts. We get back to VWAP. You'd shave 1 and see how it reacts there. And then if it spikes up, let your stop loss kick you. That's how I would play it if I was playing puts. Ace, I don't use Bollinger much. Trying to learn how to a little better. Snowing in Atlanta today, somebody says. What's the price action on that 9? Pronto, can you buy 580 puts for next week? Pronto, I don't think that's a terrible idea, but my opinion, and it's been my opinion for a while, is that this, you see, I've got this highlighted back here. Until we break this, I don't see no big moves down. Like if I was playing super conservative, I want to break this low of 576, and then I want to continue down under 575.30. So we can break this structure that we've just not been able. Every time we come up against it, we're going, here, right here, bounce, right here, stopped, and then bounced. Right here, we came down into it 1 day, 2 day, bounce. This day came into it just a little bit towards these wicks, bounce. Right here again, bounce. Now we broke down. What is this? Oh, it's my. See this wick? We got halfway into it, bounced. To me, the safer move for the downside is to wait for these lows to break 575.30. And if I go look at that on the daily, let's get that move included. Turn off session volume profile. You can see this big gap. And that lines up pretty good with my line. 577. Where's 575? Yeah, we need to start getting under this 577 to get more of a flush down here to 570, if that makes sense, okay? Saint, we took calls a few minutes ago. Ran them up already. Ultimately, daily is still downward. So, like I said a minute ago, this is why we cut right here, guys. There we go. I mean, there was a little bit left on this move, but not much. So we about got all of it. Now, that's why I said a minute ago, I would be more inclined to play puts downward. Because this is the range right now. This is the range. At the top of the range. Unless we're clear with momentum, I don't want to be buying at the top and getting burned. It's hard to get that mentality. Okay, Jackie. Silva is out. Nice, brother. Good profits from right here up to here is a nice scalp. Yeah, I don't use volume profile on Weeble. I use it on Trading View. Can't get my words. Use your big words, Mike. I don't like volume profile on Weeble for some reason. I just hate the way it looks. And it moves. I think it's like a variable of what's on your screen or something. I can't never figure it out. Okay, Jackie. Let's see here. Let me go back up. Ebony. Yeah. Like, are you Was you asking? Was that the confirmation to go long, Ebony? On the when we crossed the 9 right there, that was the first bit of confirmation. And see, this is still trying to hop up, guys. So it's just indecision for me right here. I don't want anything. There's the top of those wicks, 583.85. You got to push over these. It can still run if it wants to, but let's do a 1 hour. Still trying to push up some. 30-minute. Trying to cross over. 45 on the RSI. I'm not liking that. 15 looks relatively strong. That's why I hate buying. I hate trying to make a decision up here. I'd rather be making a decision down here to go long. Way more room up from down there than there is up from right here. Makes sense. So Ebony, that I think that's what you were asking, and that was I took them down here simply because of the 1 hour RSI being oversold. That told me we were probably going to get a pop. It could have got oversold a little more, but that's why I played out to Monday when I did those, to give it some time and it wouldn't be as volatile on me. And those, I got kicked out of the first set. The second time I went in, ran 60%. I took like a 15% loss on the first one on a stop. I couldn't signal because Discord's been messed up all flipping day. It won't let me post. It flags everything I post. What I have posted, I've posted from outside Discord and just shared through my phone and let it go to Discord when I posted a chart. So somebody said the servers were acting up. Okay. Let's see if I can get questions here. Okay. Drac, where do you place your volume profile at? Let me take it off and I'll show you. So, okay, here's the daily. I'm going to go to indicators. I'm going to do fixed range volume. If I could spell. R-A-N-G. Fixed range volume profile. Right here, guys. And then I put a star beside mine so it saves it to my favorites. Okay. All right, now you got to X off this screen. And what I do, you measure, you can measure from here back to as far as you want. And you see this dot up here tells you where you started from. Now, I generally just start from the furthest point in the chart, like today, and go back. But now you could go measure just from this up move and see how it behaved. Or some, you can just measure a piece of the chart if you want to, just this up move. And it'll go across everything, but it's only showing you from here to here, right here where your dot is. That makes sense, guys. I usually take it from the beginning. I want to see where there's gaps. Now let's do the settings. And the way you do that is like if I highlight on it somewheres and click it, it brings up this bar here, okay? And you just hit this settings icon. Okay, I check on inputs. Here's your row size, value area, and I have it extend to the right. And when you go to style, this is where I check. These are not checked, so you got to go POC, value area low, value area high, and then it defines that box for you, okay? And then you just make it whatever color the top, middle, the POC. I make the POC a different color than the high and the low. I go blue, blue, green, or you could do white, and whatever sticks out better. Like if you have a white background, you could use a black line across it. Whatever sticks out better for you. Then you hit OK. And like from here all the way back to here, this broken dotted line is the POC. That's the point of control for this. And you can see that's the highest volume bar sticking out right here. And then that area is where most trading has happened. Let's not miss this, guys. It keeps trying to break over here. I don't trust it. I think his 5's gonna. It might drift up a little more. I think his 5's gonna come curl. 30-minute. You could get a little cross of a fake out and then back down. 1 hour. Watch this RSI. It'll tell the story if it keeps coming around or if it breaks and goes up. This is a really bad point of decision right now for me. Like if I'm trying to play the upside, I'm playing it with a tight stop loss, and I'm not playing it. I don't want to. It makes sense, I guess, to drift up a little bit more. You could come test the 200 on a 5-minute chart. That's a natural point of contention, the 200 EMA. You're just inside morning market now. It may drift on up here, guys. There you go. Let's see how it reacts with the 200. The safest bet for more upside is clearing 585.88, which is the top of morning market. Boom. There she went, guys. I don't know if anybody wanted it, anybody took this, or if you're still holding. This didn't make sense to me to take, though. I don't think there's a lot more room up. It can still go. Hatish, hopefully that shows you my settings, how I do it. I show this in the lives quite often too. You can go back and watch them. And just always go to your settings. Make sure value area high, low, and POC is checked. And then change the colors how you want. The blue volume is up volume. The gold volume is down volume. I don't use anchored VWAP. Let me see if I can catch back up here. Peter, hopefully that told you up volume, down volume. Blue is up, gold is down. Nice pats. Now, this makes sense to me, like I said a second ago, to come test the 200 on the 5 minute. Don't know that we will, but it's getting awful close to it. Okay. Okay, Gregory's got an idea for video with 1 day contract. How you pick strike price for calls and puts. Why do you choose them? What gives the best percentage for return? Okay, Gregory. Okay, guys, I'm moving up my bar as we go. Or I'm making, I'll leave morning market there. I'm going to put array. There you go. Now, you want to start clearing that for continuation. That's how if I'm just playing candle by candle, I gotta start moving over this green candle now, this level, to hold a trade if you're in one. Okay, Greg. So, you guys like my pink lighter I got? Nobody will take it. Okay. Greg, if I was, let's say, if you want to rephrase that, you can. There you go, Victor. I might play some music this evening. If I don't play here, may go to a house down the road where I stream sometimes and stream there, and I'll share the link with you guys. Because we're supposed to get a pretty good snowstorm, so I won't be out doing much. All right, watch this to break the 9 here, guys. This is why I didn't want to get into much calls up in here. If the 9 holds, then the 9 is support. If the 9 breaks, then you gotta start watching VWAP to hold. Okay, Greg, if I was going to take an option right now for a put, let's say, what would I choose? Okay, my thought process is, am I just holding this for 5 to 15 minutes, 30 minutes tops? It's 2:00. I could consider still doing 0 DTE on a put. I would probably choose a I would probably choose a 583. You get a little higher percentage return if you can catch momentum. This time of day, I would more than likely, if I was going to hold this overnight into Monday, I would probably look for Monday or Tuesday close to in the money, like a 583 or 582 here. Could give yourself some time. It really depends on what you're wanting to hold. If you're day trading at this point, it makes sense to go out to Monday right now. If it's a normal day of the week, just go to the next day. If you're wanting to swing, then you need to give yourself some time. Some people would even consider going out to next Friday if you're fine with holding. So I think that would be the 17th. And if I was doing puts, but they get more expensive like this too. I would probably be okay with the 580s. I wouldn't go super far out of the money though. And I'm not really good with the Greeks, so I can't really explain those to you because there it went, guys. Breaking the 9. That's why I didn't want to buy calls up here. It made sense to me for puts. If you would have took puts up here, you're down. You're pretty well up. Mary, I didn't buy it, no. I was trying to give some guidance right here. I'll see some. I would worry about this level here a little bit because of these candles earlier right here. Looks like that's your contention right now. We keep flushing under here. VWAP is your next support. And why was it okay to maybe take a put up here, guys? Look at the RSI on the 5-minute. It was going to give some up. And that was on this green candle. So you could have gotten the top of this green candle right here. Caught this whole candle. And this one. Ed, I would see if this candle wicks off VWAP. Okay, it crossed through that line pretty well. You're going to get a 5-minute cross down maybe. RSI at 50 on the 5-minute. Now, if this crosses, I don't know if you're going to cross VWAP or not. Yeah. See, I was telling you a little while ago, remember I said this 30-minute can just intersect right here and bounce right back down. Look what we're getting. And the RSI never got to 50 on the 30-minute. Pats, maybe you can, Greeks on day trading. Greeks can help with day trading and longer options, but for scalping, it moves too quick to be looking at Greeks. Yeah, I agree. Pats. That's why I've never spent a lot of time because I just mainly scalp options and day trade them, Greg, hopefully that helps you. I know, theta is basically your time decay, right? So every now and then I'll swing them. If I was looking for calls for next week, thinking we're going to bounce in here and retest 585 maybe or up through there, then I would want to go out 2 weeks. I would double my time. If I was looking for next Friday to be my target to be up, you probably want to go out to the following Friday to give yourself time. There you go, Peter. Ray Iridian, why only SPY? Don't you think you miss out on bigger stock moves? Ray, I probably do, but I don't. I have explained this a few times. You may be new, so I would rather focus and narrow my focus. And the SPY is a great place to learn how to trade options for newer people. Here you go, testing VWAP, guys. There you go. Cross down on the 5. She's coming. What's this RSI, if it's going to curl or not? Bouncing off the VWAP. You know, to me, oh, let me get my volume back up. Yeah, I just narrow my focus, man. I used to try to chase 15 and 20 tickers at a time, and for what I'm doing here and teaching and helping coach some, I feel like the SPYs and the Qs are. I've been trading the Qs a little this week, trying to get a better feel for them, so I can move into that some. So we're going to start adding them. Not much difference in them, but Peter, thank you for the tip, brother. Thank you so much. But it just narrows my focus, man, just to give a simple explanation. Here's a bounce off VWAP. Now, see, like, I don't want to take a trade here. This made sense to me, this cross up on the 15 to go up. It's not showing me much yet. Looking at the 3, the 3 could just come down here to the 0 line of the MACD and flatten, which then could lead the 5 to flatten above the 0 line and come back up. It's kind of more what I'm thinking. So a bounce off VWAP back towards highs. I'd be leaning a little more to that. That's why I said I'd be more interested in puts up here. These two big candles right here showed you that. Until you get under VWAP, nothing's going to become bearish. $186 watching and 5 likes. Is there only 5 likes, Vincent? Oh, man, really? Maybe you got to refresh. I bet there's more than that. I know these guys love me. The likes do help me, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'd say it's just not refreshed for him. Pretty soon I can do super chat, I think, when I get enough streaming hours. There we go. Yeah, 106 likes. There we go. Let me like it too. Yeah, I think you got to refresh so you can see it clicking over or something. Thank you all very much. Again, if you hit the over in the description, over in there, that's got my subscription link. So if you feel inclined to want to support me, you can unsubscribe from the Discord and resubscribe with my link that Josh created for me. And that supports me. That's how I'm able to do this full time now. And then my tip jar's on there too, guys. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. If anybody feels inclined, that's how I'm being full time with this. And I'll show you on the screen here too how to get to that. I don't like to keep repeating it and saying it, but that's how I'm making my living now. I don't like. Okay, SPY still holding VWAP. Okay, so if you go to YouTube and you hit this area here where it says more or something, yeah. That's how you see my link for the Discord, the tip jar, and my Weeble link. If anybody's not in Weeble and you want to subscribe to Weeble and use that like I do, that's my referral link into Weeble. And they offer, like $100 deposit gets you X number of free stocks, and then I think if you do $1,000, it gives you more free stocks or something. I like to put that on there because that's all I trade on is Weeble, for day trading. Okay, and that's how you support me. If you want to support me, you can ask anybody on here. If you're new, I'm on here a lot. I do a lot of evening streams. I do videos for people, and still trying to get the coaching channel set up so people can book me for one-on-ones if you want to. It's coming, I swear it is. We're working on it. Okay. Bounce off VWAP. Might wedge in here between the 9 and VWAP for a minute. I don't think the up move's quite over. But there's points of which it makes more sense to take a trade, and there's places where it doesn't make as much sense to take a trade. Even though it could work out in your favor, you have to say what's the likelihood here. And to me, going into calls off of VWAP was smart. Taking calls up here was not. That's why I said I was leaning more towards puts up here. Now, with this big up move, we're still in an up move technically until VWAP breaks. So getting this pullback to VWAP made decent sense for a call. And I'm kind of seeing the RSI on these shorter time frames curl up. So you may get another pop up. We'll see. The 5 minute turns back over down, then we got more downside coming. Here's a 3. If you start breaking VWAP, this thing can flush. And it would catch right here at 580.50. Where are we at? 582. So that ain't a bad move, for a quick scalp down. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, me neither, Pats. Going all day, man, and I miss Suey some. Victor Ferroni, thanks, man. Thank you. All right, Victor Gonzalez, back for a jam session tonight. I'll let you know, man. I'll post a link on here if I go live on my Facebook. Mark and Heather, Sniper said NVIDIA, AMD, SOXL are all at VWAP as well. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the SPY follows that stuff. All that stuff's so heavily weighted in the SPY. Okay, let's see. So you got two options here. This flattens, comes back up, retakes the 9 back to highs. Or we break VWAP and we're going to come back down towards this POC at 580.20. Those are your two options. I'm not really inclined to take a trade here, guys. That's why I took a trade down here. It made more sense for anybody that just got on. I love watching the 1 hour RSI for oversold or overbought. And below 30 is oversold, which led to these two big 1 hour candles here for a nice 60-70% move that I had. And I wish I could have got back into Discord to notify, but it has been a pain in the you know what all day. It's every message I send flags red. I don't get something's wrong with the servers. Somebody told me so. I signaled once. I got wicked out, but if you held through that, that was a huge move. If you took it. L Dom, 582 or 581 is puts. If we flush, 0 DTE. If it starts flushing with momentum, it wouldn't kill me to grab 581s. If you catch momentum with it. And here you go. We'll see how it does right here, guys. And if you got your puts pulled up. It's either going to fake. It could fake out right here. Oh, okay, Dan. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I notified him. He said he was notifying the team, so hopefully they'll get it lined out for me. Watching VWAP here, guys. Let's look at a 15. MACD's flattening some. It's an iffy move. 30-minute MACD flat, 30-minute RSI down. Oh, man. That's a tough call, guys. I try to give you two options here, you know. This is a moment of decision, though. Let's look at a higher time frame. 1 hour, still kind of negative. What's daily showing? More downside on the daily. Yeah, Alessandro, let's see. Yeah, D, I'll check him 3-minute candles sometimes. It just kind of gives you a head up of where the 5's going to go. And watch it curl a little bit here. Let's see what it does. There's more room down on the 3 for sure. Okay, guys. Give me just a minute. I got to pause for the calls. I guess it bounced, huh? Oh man. Let's watch the cues too, somebody said. Okay, here's the cues too. We got a little comparison here for you. You know, they're moving quite similar. Like I said, we can wedge out here between the 9 and VWAP. Looks like what we're doing. I feel you, Pats. Shelly, thank you. Tip him while he's gone. I like that. Okay. Well, this MACD on the 5 is shaking me a little here. What's the 10 doing, man? Ooh. 10 came to the 0 line and flattened. Oh. Yeah. I got a bottle here somewhere. I better not do that, though. Okay. I do so much appreciate everybody, man. There's been a lot of people tip me, and a lot of people use my my referral link for the Discord, and it helps me keep the lights on. All right. So here's the cues on the right. Here's the SPY on the left. If anybody's just joining. What's a 1 hour giving us, guys? Man, it's mixed. Selfish, thank you. Could you, Jorge Pena, could you please explain how you set up this afternoon? You talking about earlier when I made the call for call options, Jorge? Is that what you're talking about, brother? Yeah, chop, 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 chop fest right now. You could trade this and you get burned, guys. This is not. I gotta be in a rhythm to trade this. I did it 2 days ago on the Qs. Man, you gotta be pulling the trigger fast though. Okay, Jorge, what? Can you please? What do you mean? How I set up this afternoon? How I set the chart up just a minute ago, or just like when I start the day? Okay, okay, I sure can. I'll actually. Editor, you're welcome. Thanks for taking time to listen. So I've already got the SPY set up. Let's do the Qs since I don't have those lines. And when we come in first thing in the morning, we're on a 5-minute chart. Jorge. Randy, is that a cup and handle? Cup and handle would be kind of like this. You get this dip, and then it goes like that. I never stop my drawings on time. Let's try it one more time. So it'd be like this. You get this dip down, and then so there's your cup, there's your handle, and then it rockets up kind of off of this support. But it kind of comes up and tests this area again generally. I don't think it's quite formed that on a 5-minute. I could be wrong. I'm wrong quite often, I'm told. You meant the whole candles to the left. Okay, Jorge. I see that a little bit. Or that's not Jorge, I'm sorry. Randy. I can see that some. Here. This. That's possible. Sort of, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's possible, dude. Editor, do you need a drummer that can put 4 on the floor? Yes, I do. I got a drummer. What's up, Julie? Red. What I like to do, what I've done the past few years, where I've always worked a full time job, is I trade a small account and use it as supplemental income. Well, okay, guys, what's the SPY here if we lose VWAP? Just keep your eye on it. So I would always trade a small account, and I'd try to start the month with 1,000, and most months I could draw off of that at the end of the month and get me some extra money for supplemental income. That's how I did it. I don't continually grow an options account. Now, can you? Yeah. You can once you get consistent. I've just now started where I can do this full time. I still think it's a bad idea to try to hold a huge account and just trade options out of it because of the risk. And it's high risk, high volatility until you're consistent. When I say consistent, I mean 3 to 6 months. You've grown the whole time. You're consistently winning. You take 30 days, and even though, you could have 15 losing days and 15 winning days on 30 days. Excuse me. If you're using your stop loss right, your losers have to be small. You make your losers small and your winners bigger. And then at the end of the month, what I would suggest doing is taking if you either use it for supplemental income, or you take your winnings at the end of the month. Let's say you got a $5,000 account, and at the end of this month, that account is $7,000. Well, you take that $2,000 of profits and you put it into the SPY, or you put it into VOO, you put it into long-term ETFs, and once you're doing this for 20 years and you start being a consistent trader, you put your good winnings into growth. Let it grow over time. You don't need to be trading options on a $100,000 account. That's my thing. That's kind of my idea out of it, from an average Joe working class dude that just, guys, I ain't never made more the past 10 years, like 43K a year on a salary, 44, something like that. So I ain't nobody. I'm nobody. But I've spent a lot of time in this, studying and getting consistent with the charts. So I think, there's different ways to approach it, but I think the best way is to, keep your account well funded and make your winnings work for you. Yeah, 50-50 win rate's great when you're making your winners count, and your losers, you got to cut losers, man. You can't sit and watch stuff bleed. You can't do it. And that's how you can grow your account, man. Like, you grow, take your winnings and put it into something that's going to grow. Look at, just think back with me here for a second. Think back with me just for a minute here. Now, here's a weekly chart, guys, of the SPY. Look at this. Look at this. This is 2014, July 2014. The SPY was at $181. The SPY's at $600 now. I'm not saying that, there's other things you can get into with better returns, sure. But put your long terms where you don't have to worry about them and watch them. You can chunk away dollar cost average into them. You make $1,000 this month. Maybe you get 1 month where you made $5,000. Man, put it into something that's going to work for you over 20 years, 25 years, and you will be blown away by putting your money into. Let's do VOO. Same thing, guys. Look here. If you're doing this back in 2017, $176. She's at $560 today. So you're doing that over and over and over. Ebony, that's a great compliment. That is an amazing compliment, and I always do try to have a servant's heart. I love that. Yeah, Brandon, exactly. So, I want everybody to grow and be safe, And I'm telling you, the way to do that is not to take if you had a great month, you made $5K on your options this month, don't leave that in your options account. If you started off with 5, you made 5, you doubled your account this month, you got 10 grand. Don't sit here and think, hey, I've turned that 10 into 20 this month by increasing my, you can increase risk a little at a time, but not a bunch, not on options. Okay? Keep your risk management in place. Trade a plan, just like Josh teaching us all. Trade a strategy and stick to your strategy. I don't make trades at this point. That's why I didn't buy calls here. I did not, several people were like, don't you like calls here? Don't you like calls here? It could have went on up, but it didn't, the win to loss ratio was not there. Down here I want to buy calls down here, which is what I signaled earlier. This made sense to me. This did not. Even though we were moving up and it looks like it's going to move. And we broke my resistance right there. But, this 5-minute RSI, even on the 5-minute RSI is not going to keep on pushing up, up, up. It has to stop. It has to cool off. It can go for a little while, sometimes more than we think it can, but let's keep an eye on this here, guys. Here's your SPY, and I'm gonna make that chart right quick for somebody that just asked me. You're kind of in that pattern right here now, this little trend channel. I don't like that. So, the way we start off the day, whoever that was asking, I think it was Randy, was that his name? Drew, I do not use the order book. Yeah, Keith, $1,000 a month. If you make $1,000 a month, you can take that 12 grand. Watch VWAP, guys. Watch VWAP. If you start flush, like right here, I would be looking at my puts. You can look at them. I'm not saying take them. I'm saying look at them. Have them pulled up. Know which one you're going to get if you're going to get it. We flush here. Makes sense to me. We could flush. 10-minute pointing down. What's 15 got us here, guys? This 15 still needs to flatten a little bit on the MACD and then start curling down. 43 on the RSI. I like the look of the 10-minute for the downside. But we could do this number here, come down and ping pong up and down. So these might be quick moves down. Anybody going to take them? You want to clear under it. Okay. Let's go back to the Qs. Everybody be watching. You know the level. This is the level. I want to start getting under this 581.70. You don't have to have me to tell you to take a trade if you want to take a trade, but I wouldn't be surprised to bounce right here. Everything leans bearish though. Okay, I'll come back to the Qs here, whoever that was asking. We start the day off on a 5-minute chart, and I take the first 3 candles. I find the high point and the low point of those 3 candles. and I make a horizontal line. So right here, I usually make that purple. Just got in the habit of it. Then I come back and make another horizontal line at the bottom of the body. It would be right there. That's my morning structure. Now, the gold line here is VWAP. I'm going to turn it on and off a couple times so you can see it. See? I have to be under VWAP for calls. I got to be over VWAP for calls, under VWAP for puts. The green line is my 9 EMA. That's a trend indicator for me. If I take a position, I'll kind of let it guide me. So, there it goes, guys. Heck, gun it. If anybody take it or not. Yo, lightning. It's not really confirmed yet, even though it wants it. Like I said a minute ago, it could just bounce right there. There's the bottom of that candle. See if you get a 5 to close under VWAP. It just bouncing right here. I'm looking. I didn't take it, but I'm looking. Nice lightning. Julie, if this candle can close and stay under VWAP, my target would just be 580.40, about 1 point, a little over a point. Right here, I see a little resistance. The POC's 533. Oh wait, I'm on VOO. I'm sorry. Shoot. I gotta take a phone call, guys. My dad. Hello. Hey, Daddy-O. Do you have to have them today? I'm on a phone call, guys. I'm sorry. I'm on a phone call, guys. Give me just a second. Yeah, I'll go get them for you. Yep, I know it. Okay. I'll run up there and get them here in a little bit. Okay. Okay. Bye. Sorry, guys. This is my dad there. I had to take that call. Yeah, I was afraid. That's why I didn't take puts right here. I kind of put a line right here for calls. You got to retake the 9. This 5 minute. Now see, watch it flatten out right here, right on the 0 line of the MACD, and we're sitting right on 50 on the RSI. So this thing can pop back up, or it could reject and get back down. Like here's my range right here. Now here we go. If you're looking for calls. Oh man. It's got to retake that line and close over the 9 to push back up. If this MACD curls back up and crosses over, it'll run a little bit. Yeah, we're fighting the 9 EMA. I think Julie asked too is what we drew on those charts that Josh has us draw. Julie, Josh runs VWAP, and he does use the 9 EMA sometimes. He mostly goes off of structure and candles and VWAP, and his VWAP is on TradingView, and it's like I think a 3-band VWAP. I'm just not used to running that. I run just a single line VWAP that comes stock on Weeble. Let's see what's this thing wick just right back down, guys. It's got to overtake the 9 EMA to reset a trend for me to the upside. And I would want this MACD to come up and curl and more RSI to push in. So far, no go. Little fake out. So going back to the Qs and redrawing our lines. So whoever was asking that, here's the top of morning structure. Here's the bottom of morning structure. And what Josh does and teaches is to wait for a candle to break out of structure, one side or the other, and be under or over VWAP to trade morning structure, okay? Now, there's a few ways of doing it. You can take early entry as you cross the line with momentum, or you can wait on a candle to close outside of structure for confirmation. I like to use the MACD and RSI as confluence. And I use the 9 EMA as a trend indicator. See, like, that's why this trended so well on a 5-minute chart. Here's my green 9 EMA. Look at that trend. That's why it was a good run when I called that earlier. Yeah. Gonna ping pong here a little bit. Right here's the threshold to me for puts, and that's the threshold for calls. Nothing really. Yeah, the 9 EMA, Julie, for trend. He doesn't always have it up. Sometimes he does. But it's like a main day trader indicator is the 9 EMA. All right. A little fake out there. This is just getting to a moment of decision here, guys. The 10-minute, 15's curling down. 1 hour still down. Daily still down. So I'm leaning a little more to the downside here. I thought we were going to press up out of this with a fake out, but no. I don't like taking plays like this much. Unless I'm by myself, I can scalp it easier, but it's just indecision. It's not given confirmation yet, okay? Pat's my dog, 5 for 5. I love it. What did you say? 1 hour on the Qs. Q's trying to. Q's trying to curl up here. Short term. You know, this wouldn't be a bad spot for a double top. Top out again right here. And then come on down. I ultimately see more down pressure. Here's a 4 hour. It's mixed, guys. It's mixed. There you go, ER. Well, time for a beer, boat investor. I like that. Thinking about some Crown and lemonade myself. Would I do anything different in the afternoon, Jorge? Jorge, I like to I really like level by level. You know, the best play this afternoon was what I called down here at these lows. I got wicked out one time, but got back in. And this made sense to me on when I like to take entries on the 5 minute, but I like to back it up when I see the 1 hour, and the 1 hour was oversold down here, and it was wicking up off of this level, so it was a perfect entry, and that's why I called that out earlier. Let's see here, what we gonna get, guys? Up or down? Let's do a vote. Sideways, Keith. No, Keith. Sideways is no choice. Let's take a poll. How do we do a poll on YouTube? Can I do that? I say pop up before coming down more. Vincent Vincent been wanting me to play Breakdown by Tom Petty. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I got one cheap call. I got one little cheap call. We'll see if this goes my way or not. I don't think it's iffy. It's a toss up. I got some peppermints, so I'm gonna eat a couple of them. See what happens here. This is ain't no guarantee. You got my levels. 582.20. Got to break above that. Got to break below 581.30. $3. I'm with you to the end. If you want to hang out, you tell me. I'm in it for the long haul, baby. Fee Mark. If I lose, this is nothing, guys. It's a nothing burger. I got a really, really cheap call. Just for fun. If we can't get over the 9 and hold, it ain't going to happen, though. I feel you, Jason. No alcohol. No alcohol. Keith, smart man, watching from the sidelines. Chris, you can. I just don't execute orders on here. And but I'm going to do that for us very soon. This might be coming down, guys. This 10-minute is flat. Point of decision, so. Daily still pointing downwards. Four hours still pointing down some. Down it is. I got kicked out of that little call I had. Still got to break this level to confirm, though. But it's under VWAP, under the 9. And the higher time frame's pointing down. Anybody take a put? Ooh, baby. Come on. Still don't want to break this level. Here we go, guys. See if it's going to break my level and stay under it or not. It says down, but what will it do? Here's a 3. Man, it wants it bad. I wouldn't mind to see it come, if it's going to come down back here to value area low. There it goes. Come on. There you go, Cadria. You follow my lines here, guys. You could play both sides of this. Give yourself 15% on each side or so. And watch for one to take off and the other one to kick. There you go. There you go. Anybody take that put? Still showing more downside to me. Could get continuation here or more chop. You see, if this candle retraces more than half, then I wouldn't hold it. There you go, Jay Dizzy. That's how you play that sometimes. Like if you're at a moment of indecision, you catch a little range here. Let's say like on a 3 or a 5 minute. You buy your puts more towards the top of this line. You buy your calls more towards the top of this. And once it, you set your stop losses, and once it makes the move, it's going to kick out of the other one, and the good one is going to run further. So that's one way you can play that. Very good, German. Those puts should have printed nice if you took them. I overall see more downside. Could be a little choppy on the way down, but 15. Where's a 10? 10's crossing under on the MACD. There you go. J Dizzy, thank you, brother. I can give you guys really good levels. Sometimes, I can't make decisions for everybody. If you play those levels out, they usually play pretty nice. There you go, invest guy. Yeah, that put's still killing it, man. Whoever took those, you're up nice. I can see value area low here. That'd be 579.50. Maybe even right in here, 580. About 580. I'd probably cut this right here, guys, honestly. If you got one, I'd probably cut it. El Dom, who you trading with, brother? Robert, my man. It was a good move off my level there. Dig it, baby. Life's a garden. Dig it. Oh, okay, brother. Okay. So you can't use Weeble, Eldom? Yep. This level made good sense to get out of right here, 580. Look at this volume bar here on the session. It could come on down here to value area low, 579.50. Now, I don't see it doing it, but if this thing comes down here and starts making new lows, 578.25, you get a good flush. I mean, it's possible, end of the day on a Friday. Somebody asked me what I would do different in the afternoon. As the day goes on, and I'll show you on the cues because I don't have it charted much, I would have made a horizontal line here because this was low of the day then on that run. You could catch the wick or the body, either one on these little candles. And then that's another reason I got into this play down here, because it held the lows of the day. That makes a difference. Now, if this would have broke lows of the day, then I would have wanted to play puts. Makes sense. Claudine, how do you put the volume on the charts? Claudine, are you talking about this session volume profile that I have? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, I'll show you. This is on TradingView. I'll go to 5-minute chart. Blow it up here a little for you. Okay. So I'm going to take it off. Trash it. We'll add it again. Okay. Go to indicators. Session. Volume. Excuse me. Profile. I do not choose the HD one. Don't know what the difference is, but I was told by the guy that kind of showed me about them not to use that. So I just use the session volume profile. And when you click it, you can go off. It's going to add it like this. I don't like these colors. And I don't like how it don't show me the value areas. So I go to the settings up here. If you can't see them, there's a drop down tab. You got to click it, and then it'll show you what indicators you have up. Okay. Now, you can take these on and off too, like that with the eyeball. Here's your settings tab. Now, I want to go to, this is standard, the row size and the value area is 70. Go to style. Okay, here we go. Now, I always check value area high, value area low, and POC. Now I'm going to switch these colors because I don't like them. I'm going to go white on the high, white on the low, and blue for the POC. And then click OK. You can reverse those colors any way you want them. You can make the bars I want to say up volume green, down volume red. Is that how I had that? No. I think I had blue, white in the middle. There we go. So here's up volume, and then value area up. What the? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So the value area is in between, these two blue bars, like I've got them. And see, this made sense to me. We came almost down to value area low. That's why I wanted to cut on this candle. Just sometimes we don't make it all the way there. So I'd rather take 60-70% of the move for a win instead of taking a chance on losing another 30% when it pings back up. Okay. Hopefully that helps, Claudine. What is the blue for? You talking about these two blue lines? That's the value area range of the day. The range of the most volume of the day. Okay? And the white bar is the POC, point of control. And you can see from this big volume bar, it's the place where most of the volume of the day has happened and will often act like a magnet for the price action to return to. But the majority of the volume of the day is within these two lines, the two blue lines, okay? Claudine, thank you. Ace, I've got the mid-tier on TradingView. It is the paid version. think it's the middle one. I can't remember. Wow, that's nice. There you go, Claudine. You got it. You got it, girl. All right. We're cooking with sticks of butter now, guys. Premium D. Yeah, I think that's right. All right. Let's see what we got happening over here. Probably a little more downside. It's going to ping up, come down. Could retest the 9. Yeah, I wanted the real-time data. I think there's one for futures, and you have to have it, or because if you trade futures, if not, it runs you 10 minutes behind, I think, so you can't trade futures with it. So you have to have that. It's an additional $1.50 or something for real time. I'd have to look at my account. I don't want to pull it up while we're public online. We're going to get a little more of a breakdown here, guys. I could totally see 579.50 if this POC breaks. It's another half point. On the last reversal coming down, red nucleus, is that your question? This one here? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, my thoughts on the reversal. Why I didn't want to take calls up there, I'll say that. And as you can see, I watch different time frames all day. But I knew even on my 5-minute indicator, this RSI was at 72 on this candle. And, the last time pre-market we were at 73. Look what happened. all the way to this. The reason I couldn't bring myself to take calls up there, which, I mean, this could have pushed on up to like 80, and we could have got another candle. But I see more risk to the upside, less risk to the downside, less room to the upside, more room to the downside. That's what was in my mind. And at that point, with the RSI that high, even on a 5-minute time frame, I couldn't bring myself to get calls there. Now, was it the place for puts? Yeah, in hindsight, it really was. Really, the best place was with some confirmations when we started opening under this 9 EMA. Now, you could have caught this whole candle. If you tried to hold through all this crap, your option would be burned. So the best thing to do was what we did take. Did we take puts here? I said I was leaning to puts. I couldn't do calls. This one candle was a great buy. 583.27, 581.90. It was a 1.5 on one candle. It's a pretty nice move. Okay, here you come, guys. Value area low. Yeah, I always have it as a cash account. Yeah, the cash account on Webull allows you. I don't think so on margin. I'm not real keen on using. I know a regular margin account on these brokers limits you to 3-day trades per week. You're under the PDT rule, pattern day trader rule, or whatever, and it only your money can settle instantly. You could use, if you had $5,000 in it, you could use $5,000 on 3 trades back to back to back. You wouldn't have to wait for your money to settle. But the only way you could trade continually with no pattern day trader rule is if your account size is over $25K. It has to maintain $25K and above. You could trade all day with that money as long as you maintain that amount in your account. If you're under that account or under $25K, you can only do 3-day trades per week. On a cash account, let's say you have $5,000 in a cash account, you can, on Webull, I will say, you can trade that whole $5,000 in options in one day. And then you have to wait for overnight for your money to settle and be ready the next day. So that's your difference. You can use unsettled funds to buy with, but once you do that, you can't turn right around and sell them until the next day without getting. You could get a strike against you for using unsettled funds to buy and sell. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Lightning on the 4 hour. Yeah. Let's do like right now technically calls made more sense down. I don't know if anybody was watching this, but taking a call down here made some sense. You're at value area low. And we're on support down here. We're definitely on some support. Red Nucleus, you're welcome, brother. Good job, boat investor. Red Nucleus, I hope that explanation was good enough for you. The reason it peaked was the RSI. That to me, intraday I'm watching 5s and 10s and 15s. It got overcooked on a short time frame, so I knew we were going to pull back. Was confident in it. So on the 4-hour, the 4-hour is approaching approaching oversold. Pat's calling it a day. Good to see you, brother. Thanks, my man. Jason, yeah, I write my own music. Do a lot of original music, and I do when I play shows. I do cover stuff too. I do both, but I love writing and do singer-songwriter stuff, man. That's my passion. Yeah. I don't know if anybody paid attention. Calls were pretty good off value area low down here, guys. I've told you this a bunch on my lives. You can often play calls down as long as we're ranging. You can play calls on the bottom and puts on the top, vice versa. Who's the best singer of all time? Jason, that's hard to say, brother. That's a hard thing to say. I get, like one of my favorites. I'd be hard pressed to say one of the most talented singers in this really ever, and right now in this generation is Chris Stapleton. The range that guy's got is just unreal. And I would dare say, Whitney Houston's up there, one of the greatest vocalists ever. There's just too many to narrow it down. Hard times, I like it. I think it's a smart move. I would be inclined to get out if we start making new lows. If you took calls there. Chris Cornell, my man. Chris Cornell, that's right, Pat. He was amazing. And you go back to those hard rock guys. The range that some of them had. Just Axl Rose. Yeah, Chris Cornell. Period. Yeah, I love Cornell too, man. That's right. Hard times. You go back to 1 hour, and we're in a range, man. We are in a range. It's one big range right here. And it doesn't hurt me to play calls or to take calls a few days out or a week out down in here. I really don't want to take calls up in here, unless we're making new highs. That's when I catch momentum and start taking calls. Taking calls down in here makes sense. I like that answer, Shelly. If I'm in company with Chris Stapleton, I'm in good company. I like some Gary Allen too, Lightning. All right, guys, we got about 20 minutes left. Let's look at the daily for a second. Get a little overall feel. The daily's kind of giving us some more downside. But all the way, we've been popping some. Wouldn't surprise me to get another pop before getting any more drop, if that makes sense. Invest guy, you can do it, man. Come in with me, come in with the fam, man, and hang. And I think doing this together with this crew, and I've not ran across very few negative people in here, in the whole Discord, really, but in any of my lives, I think one or two guys got a little negative once, but it helps you keep your finger off the trigger sometimes, to kind of check. You hear some other people saying, I see this, I see that. It makes you take a second look and make better decisions on your trades. I really believe that. You got a little more downside here. Watching this 5-minute MACD try to flatten out here and see if we can pop, if that RSI can pop a little more. Thoughts on holding a SPY call over the weekend? Yeah, Dom. Most of the time, I'm on with Josh Wednesday and Friday. I couldn't do this morning. That's one reason I'm on this afternoon. I always try to make up if I'm. This isn't my scheduled day, anyways. But Josh has been kind enough to let me go with him most of the time, and it's been great because I can kind of watch his trades, setups for him, and be an extra set of eyes. So it works out really good. And Tuesday and Thursday is my main day in the morning, and Monday's a toss up right now. We'll do some lives Mondays too, and we're trying to get some one-on-one coaching off the ground, so that might happen on some Mondays also. This is still pretty new to me, so I'm getting my schedule a little at a time. I don't want to paint myself in a corner either. I want to be flexible, and like today, if I want to come in and trade with you guys for the last 3 hours, 4 hours of the day, then I'm free to do that. And I got your all support, so it's helping. Yeah, thanks, Dom. Yeah, I love trading with him. I feel you, Lightning. You talking about holding call over the weekend, Lightning? Yeah. Here's the thing. Anytime we Thanks, Lightning. You have a great weekend too, brother. Yeah, anytime you hold options overnight, there's higher risk, okay? You don't know what's going to happen in the news. You don't know what's going to happen in the world. You don't know how the market's going to open up on. You just don't know. Options are higher risk. So, you hold a call till Monday. I would go you could probably do it'd help if I get on calls. A 580 or a 581. Or you can go till Tuesday. Same strike, 581. They're a little pricier, They're going to move. They're going to be a little easier of a move on you than getting Monday ones. You need to stay close to in the money if you're going to do that. That would be my opinion. There's runs some risk with it though. Ambitious. That's right. If you've had a decent week and you want to have a little risk, you can go risk on a little bit and take a call because we are. I would be. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take puts down here. Seems like we're on lows. I'd rather be risking a little to the upside, personally. Let's get off of this single grid. Yeah, I think I would rather do that. I would lean a little more towards cause they ain't say like, but now we can break this. But this stuff has held a lot, bunch of times. We're right in the middle of it now. I would lean a little more that way, but that don't mean anything. I don't usually swing stuff, so I like the 5 and 10 and 15 minute moves better. Okay, hard times. I feel you, Vols. One more good trade. One more good trade. Well, first things first, I'd want to hold this and reclaim the 9 for a move back to VWAP. That's a pretty decent looking candle here. There you go. Let's see if you get VWAP here. Or back to my structure line right there. Five-minute wants to curl back up. Let's see if RSI pushes over 50 on the 5-minute. We can get a move into the end, into close. Gotta stand up, guys. All right. All right. How's that work? Is that okay? Still see me okay? Oh, man. Anybody else like to stretch a lot? I like to stretch my legs like crazy. Can't sit like that all the time. Boom, baby. Anybody take him? I told you I favor calls down here more. Yeah. This session volume profile ain't no joke, guys. If it don't reclaim the 9, it's void. But this was a good pop off the lows down here. You catching these candles down here on the bottom. These are your entries. This one candle is one big move. You see if it holds a POC here, or if we revisit value area low. I kind of thought we might take another run back up here towards the end of the day. We'll see. It may not. Yeah, Lightning, I had one of those. Then I lost my job. It was with my desk. They took it from me, brother. I liked it though. You just hit the thing on the side and bring your keyboard and screen and everything up. Dustin, no, the session volume profile indicator is standard on VWAP, brother, or standard on TradingView. Yeah, vols. I lean into a call here towards the end of the day. We're sitting on lows. I'd rather buy low, sell high. That's right. I got a better job now. Bound and determined, brother. This is my thing. I'm with you guys. Gonna be with you guys full time. Claudine, thank you. Yeah, if you guys don't care, be sure to hit the like button. If you've not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscription for me. Trying to grow my YouTube channel. I would love ultimately to hit 10K. You guys have already got me to over 1,000, so I appreciate the heck out of it. You know we're going to be online with you. So thank you, Ebony. I'm here with you, gal. So, yep, it's a free indicator. Dustin, if you're just on a Dustin, the reason it's saying that is because you can only have, I think on that subscription, you can only have 3 indicators on your main chart at one time. So you would have to drop one of the, well, I don't know. Are you on the free version? It may limit you on the free version. I don't know. Guys, just to reiterate before market close, if you want to support me, if you want to support, you can go to my page here. That's my Discord link. If you unsubscribe and then resubscribe with mine, it supports me each month. Here's my tip jars. And here's my Weeble link. If anybody wants to sign up for Weeble, and you can follow right along with me. I can help you more with your charting and stuff on Weeble and TradingView too. But this is my main thing that I use is Weeble. So I appreciate any help whatsoever. The big one is the Discord referral. That one helps me a lot. And then the tip jars. I appreciate it so much. Everybody's been really kind so far, and I appreciate it. What's the time, guys? 1 minute. Don't look like we're going to get a pump. I mean, it could, but I don't see nothing popping in. It's a Friday. It may not. There's the closing bell. For those that don't know, we have on Weeble, I assume other platforms, you can trade your options up to 15 minutes after closing bell. So you can still go in. I think you have to do limit orders though. Okay. So you got some tickers like ETFs, like these, like the SPY, QQQ, maybe Tesla and a few others. I don't know. You can trade up to 4:15 Eastern time, 15 minutes after closing bell, wherever you're at. All right, guys. I guess that'll do it for me today. I had fun. We had anybody that caught this with me earlier before I got on. That was a huge trade. And then we got calls again right here. This was a great trade. Ran them all the way to my target. I think back then my target was 583.20. Let me fix that. I ain't taking credit for what I don't do. It was right there. So we got in over VWAP right here and ran it to here. A few people caught that. And I said puts were smarter up here. I didn't give a call out, but I think that was the play up here for sure. From here to here, this crap is no go. I don't want to hold day trade options through this chop and junk. Dropping under VWAP was the play right there. All right. Probably snowed in a lot this weekend, so I might stream some. Hop on, we'll hang out. Sound good? All right. So, yep. Caroline, thank you. Ebony, thanks, hon. Thanks, Lightning. Graham, probably Tuesday and Thursday will be my solo days next week. And I'll be with Josh again Wednesday, Friday next week. So there'll be 4 trading days. Not sure about Monday yet. I may do a late session Monday like we did today. Okay. I'll still post my chart and levels Monday morning either way. And we'll stream some over the weekend, look at charts, and get some ideas. Thank you, guys. Casey, I appreciate the heck out of it. Appreciate anybody that supports. Thank you so much. Dustin, if there's something you're not figuring out, thanks, Splon Ridge Runner. Thank you, sir. Got sub now. Oh, wow. Durga Magar, you just resubscribed with me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dustin, if there's something you can't figure out, at me on the Discord, brother. If you got a few minutes, I will be happy to help you. There's been several people on here I've do quick video chat with and help you set your chart. I don't mind to help you a bit, okay? Sharitha, thank you. Lightning, play that music. Lakulu, thank you. It's still Josh's Discord. It's just my link that Josh gave me, okay? And he was happy to do that so I could be full-time with him on here. Oh, you just wanted to add that one? Yeah, okay. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know, man. Okay, yeah. Ryan Patterson, welcome. Graham, thanks. Yep. I'll catch you guys. I may hop on tonight or definitely be on tomorrow some, okay? Yep. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you soon. Robert, yeah, I think you got to refresh it. I got a bunch of likes now. You just got to refresh the page or something, and it pops up. There's a bunch of likes on there, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, BK. I'm starting to learn all y'all's names, man. I love it. I notice everybody in here. I see your names every time. Everybody's always super supportive. Thanks, Chris. All right, guys. All right, we'll catch you this afternoon or later this evening or something. Okay. Love. Thanks.